Alright, so I happened to feel like, oh, why not? And I was looking at some videos and stuff. I was looking at my past videos and was kind of seeing like what exactly I was actually doing because I honestly forgot. Um, and I could see that one of the goals I was going for is a very long-term goal, um, which was going for 10,000 Dark Beast kills. And yeah, that's not gonna happen. Um, Now, at least I'm pretty sure that's what I was going for. I'm pretty sure. Um, Unless, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Honestly, I don't even know anymore. But I was going for a huge amount of Dark Beast kills, mainly because of the fact that the first clue scroll that I got, it happened to be a clue scroll that required me to get a Dragon Full Helm. Now, it seems to be Dragon Full Helm is pretty much impossible to obtain from these things. At least it seems like it anyway. So, I don't really know, honestly, on if I want to continue to try to do this. I might just try to go for 1,000, and if I can do 1,000, then cool. Maybe at some point I'll come back to it, but I think really for now, because I also am like, you can hear me probably typing, I'm sure. Um, if you don't remember, I am actually logging everything that I get from these. And some of the rune items, though, I do actually pick, well, pretty much all of the rune items they drop, I pick up. Just because it would be cool to kind of see, like, how many rune items I have at the end. Uh, so, one thing, though, that I'm kind of looking at that I was kind of going for was obviously just trying to really kind of max out, and it kind of just seems like really all I have left is crafting and prayer. So, with that being said, I'm thinking of probably going back to what I was doing, which I'm pretty sure was doing blue dragon tasks, or well, not tasks, but killing blue dragons. I think that's what I was doing for easy XP, because usually mostly people are always at blacks, and it's just usually hard in general to try to actually get my own dragon and everything. I could go to the black dragons. They're actually in a Taverly dungeon, but I don't know how well that spot would honestly work, to be honest. So, alright. It seems to be into that trip. Sadly, I was a little bit short. I was trying to actually get. Uh, I was trying to get 50 kills in one run, but I forgot the inventory I would bring and brought too many super pots. So, all well. Actually, I probably should go to Edgeville so I can use the altar there. Um, Alright. So yeah, I mean, really, I haven't done much. I mean, I kind of just somewhat recently logged in, kind of was looking at everything, was looking at some videos and stuff, and it really does seem though that, uh, like, let me see, like it does kind of seem like I am getting low on potions, which is not something that is very nice to see. It is kind of interesting though on the fact that I am making myself obtain everything, which is making it a hell of a lot harder than I was more or less expecting it to be. I went trying to go. I went to try to go kill more elf warriors, and that didn't turn out very well. There always seems to be people in bandos with a cannon there. It's just like, why are you even here anymore? Like, seriously, there's a whole lot other better things they could be doing, but they would rather just sit there and just kill elf warriors just because I guess it's easy. So many other things they could be doing that would make them well more money, but fair enough. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get geared up and stuff and go kill some dragons. Alright, yeah, so one thing I will say though is I definitely love coming here because no one comes here. Honestly, love it. I think what I used to do though is I used to just bury these bones. I honestly can't even remember anymore. Just because it does take a little bit to kind of get here and stuff, so I guess I could take the coins. No, I don't really need it. So yeah, I mean, pretty much what I'm kind of thinking of doing is maybe not so much as to be trying to play on this account as much as I was. I'm not too sure though. Like, I am wanting to do different content, you know, not only play PKHonor, as well as possibly play other RuneScape private servers, just to kind of give me something, I guess, in a sense, new to play. Like, even though it's a game that obviously, you know, it's still the same game, but in a way, it feels like I'm playing a different game because it's not the same thing. Like, I've been watching videos and stuff, trying to get back into this, and that's pretty much my way of getting back into playing a game, is watch videos, watch live streams, whatever it may be. You know, watch just anything that is on the game. And from doing so, I know a lot of people know Ain. You know, he's really cool. He definitely got me. He was the person that got me into PKHonor. I used to play another server. I'm not gonna name it because I don't really recommend it. So I played another server though for a while. It was fun playing that server and everything. You know, it was a really great community and whatnot. But it just wasn't fun. Like, after I saw like what other servers were like and things like that, you know, I got to the point where I was like, alright, this server sucks. So then I went to PKHonor, and when coming to PKHonor, coming from the server that I was playing, this was 100 times better. It was way better put together. You know, things actually worked, so it was nice in that matter. But when watching other videos, though, from Aang, he made a video, or well, videos. He made videos though for I think it's called Alitic or Holotic, whatever the hell the server's called. But he plays on that server and on this server as well, together basically. And I was kind of wanting to do that as well, kind of play on that other server, see if it's really cool at all. You know, there is a Grand Exchange, which pretty much now, if there's not a Grand Exchange in a server, I'm like not gonna play it, because it does make your life a hell of a lot easier whenever you have a Grand Exchange. So definitely kind of looking forward to playing that. Problem is that right now apparently the server is down, at least from what I could read from the forums. So possibly whenever that's back up, I'm assuming it's going to come back up. I'm sure they're probably doing some kind of update, because Ain said that they do tons of updates, you know, like every few days or whatever. So, you know, I'm sure that it's just down for the moment. They'll probably have it up at some point later in the day. I'm not too sure what I would really do, like, series-wise, I guess. I honestly have no idea what kind of series I would do on there, but I feel like I could have a lot of fun on there for the fact of, you know, being able to kind of have fun with playing and stuff. So let's try to grab all these bones here. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, I mean, pretty much, you know, as long as I could get some kind of content that I would enjoy doing, that's mainly what I'm going for here. Now, one thing as well that you have to remember is the fact that I've played this game for so long that if I'm gonna play something that's gonna actually be enjoyable to me, it's gonna have to be a server that has pretty much everything. Like that's gonna be the only way it's gonna work, basically. So, it seems kind of like Politic does have a lot of like really good things going for it. There's a lot of content that I probably wouldn't do as well, though. I've never really been a big fan of bossing. I guess. I mean, it's not really something I've enjoyed a whole lot in RuneScape in general. Um, I mean, there is servers I've played where like bossing was the main point of playing the server, and at that point, yeah, then you kind of have to get used to bossing. But it was bossing to where you were in like your own instance for bossing, and it allowed you to spawn practically any boss you wanted to in the game. And even if you died, you didn't lose anything. Like there was no negative effect for dying. So, you know, in that point, yeah, bossing was fun. But for a server where it's like actual RuneScape type bossing, that's just something I've never really been a fan of. I mean, I guess it's more or less because of the fact like you don't know if you could actually kill it, and then you took all this time to get there and blah blah, and then you're just like dead, and you like lose everything that you obtained to be able to go there. It's just that's one of the things I've just never enjoyed. Like I went bossing in RuneScape, didn't really like it too much. I died a few times, lost a few hundred K whenever that was mostly what I had, kind of thing. So never really enjoyed it too much. Um, One thing though is I would definitely enjoy though probably playing Politic. I think again, I still will play this, but if there happens to be the fact that Politic is possibly, I mean, from what I could see, Politic seems like it's a bit more grindy, a little bit on that fact. So it might be like I play that a little less than I play this, because PKHonor, it's simple, kind of straightforward, you know, things like that. Um, you know, I'm getting close to finishing this up. Construction is going to take way too damn long to do, honestly. So, possibly if I'm able to finish out prayer and crafting, maybe not do construction. I honestly don't really know. Okay, yeah, so pretty much though, like I don't know like if I want to continue with this, like if I do get prayer and crafting done and over with. I'm not too sure really if I would want to go for construction, mainly because of the fact that honestly trying to um, trying to really complete it is just gonna be a huge pain in the ass. Like, not gonna lie, it is definitely going to be a huge pain in the ass. So I'm kind of looking at it as more so of that's just gonna take a huge amount of time. Now, yeah, it wouldn't be too difficult. I could probably grind it out in just roughly a few days. The hard part is more or less probably, I mean, funny enough, I'm like dropping gold here, but funny enough on the fact of dropping gold is the fact that it's going to cost me a lot of GP in general to be able um, to be able to make all the planks and stuff. Now, what I was possibly thinking of doing is, because I believe I do have a decent amount of essence in my bank, even though I actually do have to obtain it myself. Now that I think about it, because of the fact of having to obtain the essence myself, probably wouldn't be so viable of doing that. But I was kind of thinking of maybe just doing it with making my own runes and being able to just make planks with just using magic. Now, that would be a good way, because that would also give me some extra mage XP doing that, and I wouldn't have to spend so much money, obviously, doing it that way. But honestly, I'm not too sure if that's really how I want to do it. Like, I'm not really too sure on how to do it. You know, maybe like some of them using the plank make spell, and then some of it actually getting planks, and, you know, actually paying for the planks to be made, which is definitely going to be hella expensive to be able to do that, because I know it's roughly, I think it cost my main character, I think it was something around like 2 to 2.5 bill, I think, something around there, to be able to get uh, 99, and that was, I think, even just me myself pretty much getting all the supplies for the most part. I mean, you know, I had a secondary account that was actually woodcutting and giving me the logs. So, you know, that obviously did help, but I I was also giving the character money as if it was kind of like I was buying them, but it was more so of just kind of just keeping money on the account. I think the only thing I did was I just bought like random shit for the character to wear, and that was pretty much it. But uh, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just too hard to kind of like think of, you know, getting that as an Iron Man account, just because of the effect of how much sheer money it's going to cost me. And really, the only way I can honestly make cash is pretty much from just killing elf warriors and getting crystal bows and alching them. That's pretty much my only source of income that I can pretty much do on here. And yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be too difficult, no, but it's just the fact that most of the time it's crowded and everyone there pretty much has a cannon. I think I do have a cannon on this character, though. I'm pretty sure I had gotten one just for that purpose, because I obviously knew that they were going to be, it was going to be extremely useful to have a cannon on here. I think that's everything I can pretty much carry. It's there we go. So I mean, yeah, I'm kind of, I'm kind of like, you know, thinking of it in the long run of like, kind of something that wouldn't make me bored. I guess I don't know exactly how to, I guess, best explain it, but having something that's not going to bore me to death and take forever is something I would more prefer to do, and that's why I was kind of looking for a different server. And happened to see Ain post a video, or he's posted a few videos on that server, but sadly, right now apparently it is down for maintenance, I'm assuming. Sadly, but God damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well, whatever. We'll just drink it anyway. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm kind of thinking, I mean, like, doing this just kind of sucks. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Um, you know, doing what I'm doing, it's not that it's boring per se. I mean, yeah, I guess it kind of is boring, yeah, but you know, it's not bad. It's not as bad as I guess it was, because of the fact, you know, I was doing this like every day, you know, yada yada, and this is pretty much like all I was doing was just constantly killing dragons, you know, using the bones and stuff, and then after, you know, a few trips, use all the hides and everything, and it it just feels like it's slow. I mean, like, prayer is still so far away. I mean, like, yeah, I got, you know, decent amount of bones in the bank, but that's really nothing, honestly. Uh, so I mean, yeah, I'm kind of more thinking that if I do continue playing this, it probably won't really be this character. Um, I think really what I would do is, if it won't take too long, I wouldn't mind trying to at least finishing crafting, and maybe not so much really trying to care to finish prayer too much. Because, I mean, once I have crafting done, yeah, prayer could go a little bit faster because I could just go and, kill, like, green dragons or something. Um, I wouldn't be able to wear this, though, because I wouldn't be wanting to risk any of this stuff in the wilderness, but uh, I don't think it would be too bad just wearing some, rinky-dinky armor and whatnot, and just running out in the wilderness, killing green dragons, getting tons of bones, and just doing it like that. That wouldn't be too difficult. Now, I'm kind of thinking, though, of just, like saying, like, just playing on my main character, if I do continue playing PKHonor. Now, if I do end up doing that, though, um, it would be me trying to go for Comp Cape, or, well, yeah, I guess it's Comp. Well, I guess first is Max Cape, um, which I believe Max Cape still requires you to have a few 100 mil, or I mean, I don't remember if you do have to have two bill skills at all for Max Cape or not. I honestly haven't looked into it, and it's been way too long since I've been on here to really remember whenever that came out, because roughly around whenever the internet it went out for me, that was roughly around the time that the Comp Cape and everything, all that stuff came out. So I'm not too sure how. I don't remember what it is to be able to receive this stuff for that, but I'll definitely look into it and kind of see what would be a little bit worth it of if it would be, I guess, worth it to try to do, how long it would kind of take me, yada yada. Most stuff is pretty AFKable, I'm pretty sure, for the skills that I know I can do. So, not too bad on that part, but one thing that I definitely was trying to do on this character, though, was I was trying to go for, like getting donor status and stuff. Now, being able to get the donor stuff, though, that would be a ton of farming. Once again, pretty much just comes down to farming for like everything I have to do now. And no, it's not really a bad thing per se, but I don't know. I guess after a while of doing it, it just kind of gets pretty annoying. But I think really I just kind of want to um, like, the thing that I've realized from playing so many different games, like past few days, or I guess, well, even like past few weeks, I suppose. I've been playing like random games, and most of those games, I play them for a few days, maybe a week at most, usually, and I just drop the game and come back to something that I know that I enjoy playing. Um, Now, with that being said, though, uh, it just makes, to me, I feel like I would rather come back to a game that I know I can enjoy and have fun with, especially for the fact it took such a long break from playing this game, that I was definitely enthused of coming back. Now, really on the fact of, coming back and not really knowing, like, if I want to continue playing this server, if I don't, it's just, I don't really know, honestly. I honestly have no idea if I want to continue playing the server. Because kind of like Ain said in the video that I remember watching, he talked about the fact that, you know, PKHonor doesn't do any updates. Like, they rarely do an update. And, I mean, I will say, for the most part, when PKHonor does come out with a, when it does come out with an update, for the most part, there's nothing really wrong with it. Like, they're usually, you know, like, no bugs. If there is a bug, it's like instantly fixed, you know, things like that. So I'm kind of hoping that, you know, going to Politic and whenever it does come back up, when going to that though, you know, I would kind of more strive for just, you know, having fun with it. And, you know, with the fact that they're like constantly updating it, always new content to explore, just seems like fun. So, I mean, you know, I feel like I came back from, you know, like 2 months of being away and come back to PKHonor and nothing has changed. Like, it doesn't really seem like anything has changed. I think I remember seeing something about like a few Slayer monsters got changed with a few of their drops and stuff. Their drop table's a little different. You know, that's cool, I guess. I mean, from what I can tell, it doesn't really seem like Dark Beast or any different. So, you know, on the fact of doing loot from Dark Beasts and stuff, you know, doesn't seem like their drop table changed really at all, sadly. But yeah, I guess I'll do the rest of the stuff I have here and see what I can get to. Alright, so yeah, I did the bones and I think I got roughly about 4-ish 100k experience, something like that. But I don't figure to end up getting anything from this, so, 'cause yeah, you get 19,000, yeah, there's no way in hell. So yeah, like I said, this is definitely just going to be a huge grind trying to finish this out, so I'm honestly feeling like this is not going to be something I want to do, because this is kind of what was making me a little bit annoyed of not really wanting to play on this account in the first place, was because of the fact that pretty much the stuff I had left was the grindy stuff. And for the fact of, you know, just like constantly grinding, yeah, you know, it's fun at the beginning whenever you're just like, you know, you can just keep going, you know, it's like not a problem. But I mean, from what you just saw there, I mean, that was roughly, I don't know, like 15, 20-ish minutes. It was like, what, I think 3 trips. Yeah, like 3 trips of doing dragons. And didn't even gain a prayer level. Didn't even gain a crafting level. Granted, I was only doing blue dragons. But, you know, I possibly could have gained a crafting level if I would have been doing black dragons. But I doubt it. Maybe. But, I mean, it's just, like, since these are being such a bitch, honestly, that's going to be even more of a pain in the ass. You know, just because of the fact I have to grind more than just this skill. You know, I have to go and kill stuff to get more money. I have to chop wood down, you know, yada yada. So, I kind of feel like if I do end up playing on this account, it is going to be very sparingly. It's just going to be maybe for an hour or 2 at a time. You know, do things really slowly. So, if you don't happen to ever really see another episode of me doing Ironman stuff, you pretty much will know why. Yeah, because I mean, like I said, you know, I'm pretty much down to the grindiest things possible for an Ironman account on this server. So, with that being said, I think that's pretty much going to be the end of this account. You know, I'm obviously not going to, you know, not going to give anything away that's on the account, obviously. There would be no point in that, for if I did come back to it. So yeah, you know, basically, you know, right now, this is pretty much what my account has on it. It, for the most part, you know, pretty pretty plain bank, I guess. I don't know. I guess maybe some people, maybe it's a decent bank. Um, Maybe worth more than some people's banks for saying, even though that I'm Ironman account, but I mean, I think right there is roughly like 700 mil. I think I don't even know how much they out for anymore. I think it's like 100 mil or something. Um, and this is all like stuff from Dark Beast. It's all the. I've been trying to pick up everything from Elf Warriors, but I think I missed a few items. That's my actual cash though, is 49 mil. So like I said, I think that's pretty much gonna be the end of. This is gonna be pretty much the end of this account. Honestly, I don't see myself really making any more videos for this account. Sadly, I definitely had a lot of fun like getting to this point, but I mean, if I did put a few hours into this, yeah, I could pump out some levels, but I don't know. I'm more kind of looking for like a fresh start, and not on this server, obviously, because I know this server is just way too easy. More so, I would more. It kind of like what Ain said. I'd more rather play a server that not everything is given to me, and you actually have to work for your stuff and things like that. That seems to me like it would be a lot more fun than just sitting here and just like, alright, go grind this for a few hours, go buy everything you need, and you're set for life. No, I don't want to be able to do something like that. Now, I mean, granted, yeah, I am saying that I don't want to grind, I don't want to sit here and grind this stuff, but it does seem to be on Politic, they have a lot more things to be able to do in the game. There's way more things than there is in here. Like, pretty much most of the things in RuneScape itself, like, actually work on there. So, that's what I'm kind of just going for. Is, something that you actually feel like you're getting somewhere in a game. That's what I'm kind of going for. So, yeah, pretty much if I am on here, I feel like more I'm going to end up being on my main account, which believe, yeah, right there, like a boss, that is my main account. So if you do ever want to talk to me in game, that's more or less what I'll be on, is probably that account. I don't know exactly what my name will end up being on Politic. I made an account, but I don't know, like, I honestly don't know if it was actually created or not, since the server was down. Not too sure. But, yeah. Possibly it'll end up being Politic or this server, something, will be the next video. So, I'll see you then.